Welcome. Today we shall be focusing upon the organization feature of chapter 1, where half shloka is being taken as a unit. It means that we are reaching at the organization where 1 is being taken as 2 or 2 is being taken as 1. It is a feature of a creator's space, which would mean a four space. Four space is a space which is presided by Lord Brahma, creator the supreme, a four-head Lord, and in each head of Lord Brahma is equipped a pair of eyes. So it is going to be a setup of a spatial order where 2 space will play the role of dimension, 3 space as boundary, 4 space as domain, and 5 space as origin, leading to the summation value 14. And we know that if we are at the reach of H14, is the hypercube 14, it will give us 2 into 14 plus 1 is equal to 29. 29 versions, and this is equal to TCV of Brahma, creator the supreme, the overlord of a four space. See how when we are having a text of Srimad Bhagavad Gita and we begin with its organization as shlokas, we'll see that very first shloka, Dharm Kshetre, Kurukshetre, Samveta. Then these words as these are. Now, of the first part of the shloka is also a composition of 16 syllables, and the second part as well is a composition of a 16 syllables. Therefore, each part is having its distinct, complete organization in the form of 16 syllables. Likewise, the second part of the sutra as shloka as well is having value 16. And value 16 we know is equal to 2 raised to power 4. Therefore, we are chasing a composition where each part of the shloka is availing value 2 raised to power 4, which is parallel to the dimensional frame of 4 space. So it is a 4 space having 4 dimensions. A swastik pada is its expression. We are having quadruple values 2 raised to power 4 is the value of the dimensional frame of a 4 space. So 4 space is a space which is framed in terms of a dimensional frame of quadruple spatial dimensions. Therefore, one feature which shall be comprehended well is that each part of the shloka of Srimad Bhagavad Gita is availing a organization parallel to the dimensional frame of a 4 space. So it is a dimensional frame of 4 space which is available for the organization of part 1, and likewise 4-dimensional frame is available for the organization of part 2 of each and every shloka. Let us make a note that Srimad Bhagavad Gita is a scripture of 700 shlokas. These make 1400 parts. So each part is having a dimensional frame of value 2 raised to power 4. Therefore, the domain of Srimad Bhagavad Gita is the domain of 1400 set of dimensional frames of 4 space. As many as 1400 dimensional frames are being availed for the composition of the text of Srimad Bhagavad Gita. Now, let us visit the organization of the chapter 1 of Srimad Bhagavad Gita, and we'll see that Shloka 1 is completely uttered by Dhritarashtra. So Shloka as such remains in its complete unit form, as both the parts are being uttered by Dhritarashtra. However, when we start with Shloka 2 and reach up till Shloka 19, this range is being uttered by these 19 shlokas are being uttered by Sanjay. However, the 20th shloka is being uttered half by Sanjay and other half is being uttered. No, it's up till 20. These 19 shlokas from 2 to 20 are being uttered by the Sanjay. However, the 21st shloka, half of it is being uttered by Sanjay, and remaining half is being uttered by Arjun. As such, we see that the value 21, the serial number 21, shloka number 21 of the text of Srimad Bhagavad Gita, chapter 1, is a phase and stage where shloka splits into its pair of parts. Each part has its distinct entity. Therefore, the first part of shloka 21 is of the participation of Sanjay, and second part of shloka 21 is participation of Arjun. This means that when we will reaching at shloka 28, we'll see that it again is going to have a split. Here up till 23, so shlokas 21 half, 22nd and 23rd are being uttered by Arjun, and from shloka 24 there is again an entry, again is participation by a Sanjay, and this takes us up till 27, and then the 28th shloka is split. The first half of shloka 28 becomes the participation of Sanjay, while the second part of shloka 28 becomes the participation of Arjun. Shloka 21 and shloka 28 are two shlokas in the text of Srimad Bhagavad Gita, chapter 1, which split into parts, as the first part of 21 as well as the first part of 28 is participation of Sanjay, while this second part of 21 and second part of 28 are the participations of Arjun. It is this feature which is a distinctive feature, as except here in chapter 1 at shloka 21 and 28 that there is a split. For the remaining text throughout from chapter 2 to 18 end, there is no split. This as such makes it important for us to comprehend as to the Arjun Vishad Yoga, which is of 47 shlokas range, is having a split at 2 points, 21 and 28. Sum of these two values is 49, which is equal to 7 square. And we know 47 as dimension will take us to 49 as domain. Further also we know that the Pushpika, the conclusive flow reservoir of the Jyoti, of this yoga takes us to the transcendental origin of four space, and this Pushpika is of value 48, which split is 2 into 4 into 6, and as such it is parallel to the value of the dimensional frame of a 6 space having creative dimensions which themselves are of spatial order. So value 47, 48 and 49 as such are playing their role, playing their part. Now this feature is to be appreciated. So let us start revisiting value 59. What is this value 59? It is the value of the total uvachas, starting with the first uvacha of Dhritarashtra till the last uvacha of Sanjay in 18th chapter. There are 59 uvachas. That means the text is punctuated at 59 points. Value 59 we know is of organization 2 into 29 plus 1, and this is parallel to the 59 versions of Hypercube 29. It is this feature which is being availed, which is at work, which is playing its role in the organization format of the text of Srimad Bhagavad Gita. Further, we know that the Gita Pranam Shloka enlightens us that this organization is of 745 shlokas, means 45 more than 700, and 59 minus 45 is equal to 14, and we know 14 is equal to the fourfold manifestation layer of Hypercube 4. One may have a pause here and take note that this organization chase essentially will take us to creators of space, that is to a four space. It is within four space that the text of Srimad Bhagavad Gita is being organized. Four space is a spatial order space. As such, here 2 as 1 and 1 as 2 is going to be the pair of units available which unify themselves. 2 as 1 and 1 as 2 ultimately take us to half as the working unit. As half is the working unit, as such the half of the shloka is a complete unit. So each part of 700 shlokas of the text of Srimad Bhagavad Gita is a complete organization. As each part of the shloka is a complete organization, therefore this organization goes parallel with the value 16, as each part of the shloka is a composition of 16 letters. Value 16 is the value parallel to the value of the dimensional frame of a four space. The dimensional frame of a four space is a setup of quadruple spatial dimensions. Therefore, quadruple spatial dimensions with their value 2 raised to power 4 is equal to 16 becomes available. It is this availability of the dimensional frame of a four space for composition of each part of all the 700 shlokas of Srimad Bhagavad Gita, which makes it a basic constituent, a brick in terms of which this superstructure of Srimad Bhagavad Gita is being laid. A step ahead, we see that when we are having 59 uvachas, and we know these uvachas are of the shlokas, and shlokas are of two parts. Therefore, going by uvacha for each part, we will be requiring as many as 118 uvachas. So each uvacha is of two phases for the first part as well as for the second part. Therefore, 59 multiplied by 2 gives us 118. Now see beautifully that the primes up till 118 are how many? These are precisely 29. Starting with 2, 3, 5, 7, 11, 13, 17, 19, 23, 29, 31, 37, 41, 43, 47, 53, 59, 61, 67, 71, 73, 79, 89, 97, 101, 103, 107, 109, 113. Then we know next prime will take us to 127. It would be beyond 118. So the total primes up till 118 are 29. See, we have doubled the watches and we have seen that primes emerge to be 29. Therefore, value 29, value 118, value 59, value 45, value 700, Gita Pranam Shloka, all these values, all these features are simultaneously at work. Therefore, the sadhakas fulfilled with intensity of urge to be parallel with the organization format of Srimad Bhagavad Gita shall approach each part of the pair of parts of 700 shlokas of Srimad Bhagavad Gita as a distinct unit within a creator's space. These are units within creator's space, and unit within a creator's space would mean a four-dimensional frame. So four-dimensional frame of a four space makes a working unit. Let us sit comfortably. Let us permit the transcending mind to be parallel with the organization of the four space. Organization of four space would mean the organization of hypercube 4, the representative regular body of a four space. Now, hypercube of 4 is a four space body. It has 4 dimensions. Each dimension is spatial. So it is like a human body. Our head is one of the dimension of the creator's space. Our head is equipped with a pair of eyes. Therefore, each eye of the pair of eyes is giving us a glimpse of the spatial order of the creator's space of values, format and features, as are the intelligence comprehension of the organization format of Srimad Bhagavad Gita. From next session onwards, we shall be taking up the four space as a domain. We have seen that the whole organization is centered around the organization of the creator's space in terms of the dimensional frame of a four space. Now, further, when we will be having a glimpse of this organization with a focus upon the shloka having TC value 16, the dimensional frame is having 15. Each half is also having value 16. So it is 2 as 1 and 1 as 2, which is at play. So shloka gives us value 16. Half part of the shloka gives us 16 syllables. Now it is this feature which makes us 2 raised to power 4 and 4 raised to power 2, a reverse vertical pairing, vertical reflection pairing. We will be coming to this aspect when we will coming to that 4 space is having 2 space as a dimension and 2 space is having a pair of faces. So each surface is having a pair of faces in 3 space. It is this feature which is at work while each shloka is being organized as a pair of parts. This will be taking us to that within a surface we can have a single axis and double axis organization. So we will be ultimately having a surface within a surface. And from this point onwards, we shall be chasing, we shall be glimpsing, we shall be imbibing the subject content, the domain part, the enlightenment, the subject matter of the each discipline of a yoga. Organization in terms of a dimensional frames, and the knowledge in terms of the domain itself. Knowledge and organization of knowledge are the parallel features, and it is this unique achievement of the Vedic systems which is to be glimpsed and to be imbibed us. Let our mind be face to face with the specific distinctive features of a creator's space, which is having 5 space, transcendental space in the role of an origin. Therefore, when we shall be glimpsing the domain part, then we shall be glimpsing with the intensity of urge to glimpse its origin as well. Therefore, while we will be glimpsing the domain part, the main subject values of the yoga, then our focus will be at its origin, at its transcendental feature. And that transcendental feature will be helping us to transcend from the manifested features. So domain as such will be leading us to creating again mental states for us of a manifested creations, and we have to transcend their form. It is this transcendence therefrom for which is the enlightenment, this divine dialogue. Dhritarashtra, who is blind, and Arjuna, who is in the mental state of the Kauravas, as Arjuna is also a Kaurav. So Dhritarashtra Kaurav, Arjuna is also a Kaurav. However, because of his urge to transcend from the limitations of the manifestation, so he is held up, he doesn't reach the origin. He if has a slight appearance, first impulse of the existence of origin is there, but he doesn't know that this origin permits a transcendence. So one is to transit from the domain at the origin, and it is only thereafter that the spatial order limitations of the 4 space will wither away, and our creative intelligence will reach the phase and stage of a transcendental base. It is this reach for which the divine dialogue is there, and it is this reach for which is our intensity of virtue. Thank you very much.